What up, y'all? Yeah, soundtrack was poppin', baby. Y'all ain't know, I go by the name of Lupe Fiasco, representing that first and 15. Yeah, and this one right here, I dedicate this one right here to all my homies out there grinding. You know what I'm saying? Legally and illegally. You know what I'm talking about? So, check it out. First got it when he was 6, didn't know any tricks. Matter of fact, first time he got on it, slipped, landed on his headband, busted a slip. For a week he had to talk with a lesson like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit. It was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling, something about it. He knew he couldn't doubt it, couldn't understand it. Branded since the first kick flip he landed. Labeled a misfit, a bandit. His neighbors couldn't stand it, so he was banished at the park. Started in the morning, wouldn't stop after dark. Yeah, when they said it's getting late in here, so I'm sorry, young man, there's no skating here. So we kick, push, kick, push, kick, push. And away he rolled, just a rebel to the world with no place to go. And so we kick.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Dubs Boxing. Back with another live stream, man. What's good? What's good with everybody? Just want to touch on a couple of topics, man. Building on this boxing talk, you know what I'm saying? Want to drop a live stream for you. Feel free. If anybody want to hop on, let me know. Drop the chat. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat, whatever, however we want to do it. But first off the rip, I want to talk about AB versus everybody, bro. Everybody calling out AB. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. AB is one of the most polarizing figures in boxing, bro, in sports, you can say. And you know what I'm saying? This dude, every time he do something, it create headlines, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really turn away from him, kind of like a car crash, you know what I'm saying? But he put asses in seats though. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Drew Titan? What's good, bro? What's good? So, I mean, we can't deny that. AB always put asses in seats. You know what I'm saying? He don't perform like he's supposed to in the ring and shit, but, I mean, you can't deny that. So, I seen Regis Prograis. Well, he called out Regis, basically talking shit about Regis, but Regis been wanting to fight him for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, but then they going back and forth. And it's crazy because for a man to be retired, he gets so much smoke, you know what I'm saying? He gets so much headlines, so much news and shit. That just tells you where he at. I know he been asking for $10 million, and me personally, I don't count nobody's pockets, but just being realistic, only way I think he get that is if he go fight Khan in Dubai or some shit like that. Khan made like $6 million fighting Billy Dib, you know what I'm saying? A featherweight, his last fight, after making 7 fighting Bud. So, I mean, AB in Dubai or some shit. Abu Dhabi, wherever, you know what I'm saying, Middle East. That's just me thinking. But the Regis fight, though, I love that shit. I think that's the all the call outs. I'm gonna get to them, but I like the Regis one the best. DeMarco called him out. You know what I'm saying? It's funny. After his fight, he called him out, and they fought like 8 years ago. And then Gary Russell Jr. called him out. But Regis, that fight right there, that's the fight right there. They can do it at 140. Or whatever. I think that shit. I think it ring bells because both guys, you know what I'm saying, they talk shit. They're gonna sell the fight. It's a decent competitive fight depending on which AB come to the ring. You know what I'm saying? And Regis coming off, he got some shit he got to prove. He coming off the Josh Taylor performance and shit where some people thought he won, some people thought he lost. It was a tough competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? I just think this is a good ass move though. So I hopefully they can get that shit working. But I think AB right now is, he's just keeping his name out there. And he just proves that he's one of the biggest stars out here, yo. He talking about he been retired for a minute and he's still getting all this buzz. The Texan, what's good, bro? What's going on? Gary, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna yeah. So with DeMarco, I had to touch on that. He called him out after his performance. Well, I thought he won that fight, and he called him out. But Gary Russell called him out. That's funny to me because that's like the most. That's the fight that probably least likely to happen. You know what I'm saying? Would it be fun and shit? I think that it would be fun. To me, that's a hood fight to me. You know what I'm saying? Both Regis too. It's like a hood fight, but I doubt that one happen. Like Gary Russell in a tough position too because he can't get the guys at his own weight to fight him. So he got to do stuff like this, and then he don't do himself no favors by fighting once a year, and people got a running joke. You know what I'm saying? Gary Russell, oh, is that time for him to fight? You know what I'm saying? So I think he could have fought more than one time a year, even if it's just a regular old title defense or whatever. But it's all good though, man. But I just think that was more so just him talking because he called out Devin, he called out everybody, Ryan Garcia. He mentioned Lomachenko, but that was like he was saying like whatever weight class Lomachenko go to, I'm gonna go to it. So I guess you can call that a call out. Who else he called? He called out Tank. So I mean, he been calling out people. He called out more people than he been fighting. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. Tank Nation, what's good? AB want all the shine. Yeah, they give it to him, and obviously he deserved it because look, we talking about it. Everybody else been talking about it. He buzzing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it, man. If AB gonna fight, my thing is as a boxing fan, fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get it in. You know what I'm saying? I think the Regis fight is probably the best fight, like realistically to make. That's the one I want to see. But if you're gonna take the other ones, you know what I'm saying? Take it. You know what I'm saying? Because the real ones know what it is. We know the build up gonna be crazy. He gonna be talking shit, whatever. But then we get in the ring, you know what I'm saying? It's like 15 punches around, and we screaming at the TV. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people at this stage of his career, they paying to see AB get stopped. And Regis, you know what I'm saying? He might be the man for the job, but definitely see though. But I still rock with AB a little bit though. I like I know he just get a bad rap, and that shit is self inflicted. But man, that dude doing shit in boxing that a lot of these guys can't even do. You know what I'm saying? So AB going to keep fighting until somebody finally stops and knock him out. I don't know, man. He might. He said he retired, but I think he'll be smart enough. I actually think AB got a good ass chin though. So I think whoever knock him out gotta be you gotta be nice with it. Cause I don't know, man. You never know with this shit though. But the more and more he's being inactive, the greater the chance of him getting stopped. So I'm with you on that one. What's good? Boxing conversation with Reggie Owens. What's good, bro? Salute. What's going on with you? I want to see AB versus American. Yeah, that's the fight I think he'll get the 10 mil for. He do that shit over, everything come back to normal. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I can't see him getting it over here unless he fight a real big name. If he didn't get 10 mil for AB, I mean for Pac, I don't know how much he got for Pacquiao. I don't know, but I don't know if he did or he didn't. But I think guys like Pacquiao or the real big names, that's what he gonna make that money with. So I don't know if he's serious about that shit or not. But AB, every time he do something, it's crazy. All right, the next topic, man. I want to get into, man. Big baby Jarrell Miller is returning. July the 9th against Jerry Forrest on ESPN. So we all know the whole story and shit. This dude, he basically let his family down. I'm gonna say his family down first. His family, himself, the little fans that he had. You know what I'm saying? Just boxing fans in general. I know me growing up, we always want to see if it's a heavyweight that's American, we rocking with him. Like it don't even matter who he fighting. When I was coming up, Hakeem Rockman fighting Moskayev, even though he got knocked through the ropes, I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? He beat Lewis. We was wilding out because of that shit. He American, so we rock with him. And deep down inside, no matter what the bullshit he pulled, I know he be on some other shit, hating on Deontay, and we rock with Deontay. Still, deep down, we wanted him to beat Joshua. You know what I'm saying? That's just the American black man pride type shit. But he done a lot of shit that turned motherfuckers off of him though. So I feel it. I feel it from all angles. But he got an opportunity to parlay that shit as the bad guy. We know boxing. A lot. If you think about a lot of the stars in sports, and like I was just talking about AB, he the bad guy, he the villain. He can parlay that shit and use that for his benefit. Be the bad guy. Own that shit, bro. Yeah, I took like 10 PEDs at one time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was going crazy with that shit. Accept it. Because there's no way around it. Don't try to sugarcoat it where it was my man's did it, or I didn't realize what I was doing. Nah, accept that shit and be the bad guy. Yeah, so what? Because he gonna be the bad guy forever. Now off that shit. So I ain't mad at him being back, yo, because this guy's has done worse and came back. You feel me? Excuse me. They didn't even give Canelo no nothing. He tested positive. They act like, oh no, don't worry about it. We're gonna backdate your suspension and you can fight in September. So you cool. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Um on a smaller scale, FA Jabba fought a guy in March of last year that in his fight before he tested positive for steroids. FA Jabba fight the dude. I think his name Michael Wallen. He tested positive against Christian Hammer over there in Germany for a steroid. 4 or 5 months later, he's fighting FA Jabba. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I think he deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? I do think he deserves a second chance, bro. But I think before that, you got to face the music. You know what I'm saying? He haven't faced the music. That's why he gonna be on the bad side of things. If he came back and was like, yeah, man, I fucked up, bro. I just need an edge. I got you. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't like that. This dude, he blaming this one, blaming that one. And then on top of that, He's still hating on he's still hating on Deontay. He's still hating on Fury. He's still hating on all the other heavyweights for something that he could have been in position to do. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see him back though. I want to see how he look. I want to see if he throwing 100 punches around in the eighth, ninth, 10th round like he was doing against Washington to get him up out of there. Mars, I want to see that because that's a big dude to be carrying. He carrying around all that weight and he letting go 80, 90 punches around. I want to see how that look. I want to see how it look now. I want to see if it's physique because he was already a thick dude. You know what I'm saying? I want to see if he kind of shed some of that thickness, or I don't. I just want to see how he look. So he'll be back July 9th. The funny thing about this though, this dude haven't even got one drug test leading up to this fight, bro. What type of shit is that? One. He haven't had one after testing positive like 3, 4 times in a week. How he don't like listen, if I'm just his opponent, manager, promoter, listen, bro, that's the first thing you doing. Before you even get your COVID-19 test. We need about 3 of those samples before you even, you know what I'm saying? Before you even leave New York or wherever you training at, we need all these samples right now. You know what I'm saying? On top of the COVID shit, yeah. But that shit should be right, like how serious they treat COVID and how many tests you got to get. You got to get a test once, like before you leave, when you land, before the weigh in, after the weigh in. That's how his PED test should be. The same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But they should do that shit like right now. That way we won't have to have no issues. Cause that's crazy for the guy to go, you know what I'm saying, to go through what he went through with his PED situation and not get tested one time for the shit. Crazy. So if he tests positive again, you can't blame him. Shit, he telling you that he cheating. And if you don't test him, then you just say, "Oh man, you cool. Go ahead, man. You go do. We got you." That's what they telling him. It's crazy. That'd be rich though if he ends up being undisputed after all this. Yeah, that'd be some type of story. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy. But I think dog second chance story. And you know what I'm saying? But Big Baby haven't came at us the fans like, yo, bro, you know what? I messed up. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Cause we know you messed up, but you deflecting, nah, bro. Could have been Big Baby who upset AJ instead of Louise if he would have effed up. Yeah, exactly. Man, look, he had AJ in the right mindset. AJ wanted to put some hurt on him. He up in the press conference, you know what I'm saying, blowing kisses at Big Baby's mama and all types of shit. He pushed AJ. Also, AJ was ready for that fight. You know what I'm saying? I think he was ready to go to war, and that's perfect for Big Baby. That's what you want. You got him right there, bro. But I guess he didn't feel so confident in all the trash talk. So it is what it is. On to the next one. All right, Lomachenko versus Teofimo supposed to be on the docket for September 19th in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Limited fans and whatnot. Man, this fight, the biggest fight. I mean, I've been looking forward for this fight, bro. Let me get my spell check popping. Um, I think I've been waiting for this one, man. This fight. I've been waiting for this fight, man, because I think it's gonna give Teofimo the opportunity to be the star for real. I think the kid got it. There you go. I think he got it, man. I think when it's time to put them lights on, Teofimo got it. I think it's a tough fight for both. The way I always break this fight down, dealing with Lomachenko, is I think it's 50-50. I think these young guys can fight him even up until the last 3 or 4 rounds, bro. He have another gear, and it's proven. He did it against Pedraza. He dropped him late, and he dropped him twice late in that fight. And that fight was far. It was very competitive. Same thing with Linares. Linares dropped him early. He got up, worked his way back into the fight, and then stopped him with a body shot in the 10th. Same thing with Luke Campbell. If you notice the trend, now this is at lightweight. I'm naming his fights at lightweight. This is what he's doing. He's fighting these guys 50-50, and then in the back half, the last stretch of the fight, he's stepping it up. Can Teofimo match that? Can Teofimo get his ass up out of there before he even gets to that part of the fight? All questions I want to see. You know what I'm saying? He put on a blazing performance against Richard Comey when he was coming off a performance with Nakatani, and people was like, this kid ain't nothing. He's just all talk. They was bashing the kid and won't giving him no type of benefit of the doubt. Ran through Comey. Now he running through Lomas. You see how fast we change on him? You know what I'm saying? We change on our people quick. Like boxing fans fickle as hell though, but hey, we make the sport though. I like Teofimo in that matchup. Yeah, I think he have a chance, bro. A good chance. Like I love his catch and shoot game. I love how patient he is with it. You know what I'm saying? And he got a presence in the ring that he's letting you know that I'm about to put some pain on you. You know what I'm saying? He's sharp with his counter punching. He got a good left hook that he, you know what I'm saying, they get overshadowed by his right hand because his right hand is dangerous too. And he getting better and better and better and better. He just had that one performance against Nakatani, but that guy, it was a style type of matchup. If you really watch it, that guy was long and tall and shit. And shit, Nakatani took some shit though. He took some heat. It wasn't like he came out there clean, just outboxing Tiff and whatever. He took some heat, but it was just so competitive because we used to seeing Teofimo knock out guys in easy fashion. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward for this fight though. Lomachenko versus Teofimo. Hopefully, Lomachenko get in the country pretty soon. He get out there and start training. Teofimo already training. I'm sure y'all seen videos of him. He in there getting, getting swolled up. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight right there. Can't wait for that one. All right, so I want to talk about this one, man. Damn heart skipped the beat and shit when I heard about this news. But Cade Taylor versus Amanda Serrano is off as of right now because of the money. Now, there's layers to this shit, right? If y'all follow women's boxing. So, Cade Taylor is an undisputed champion at 135 pounds, Olympic gold medalist, you know what I'm saying? The face of women's boxing in the UK and Ireland. You know what I'm saying? Very humble young lady. She can fight. Probably got top 5 feet in the game, men or women. She got good combination. She's nice. Amanda Serrano, 28-1. 38-1, 28 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Can punch, can bang. 7 division world champion. She do it all. You know what I'm saying? So the stage is set. So this fight was supposed to happen like maybe a year ago or so, or maybe the end of last year when Amanda Serrano signed a contract with the Zone. It was a MMA contract and a boxing contract. So I think it was a 3-fight deal or whatever. But after the Heather Hardy fight, she was supposed to fight Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor, after the Pursuing fight, after she got undisputed, she was supposed to fight Amanda Serrano. Katie Taylor decided to go for another division title versus Christine Leonardo at 140. The WO title got that. My man Reggie said Eddie Hearn cutting back them checks. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Cutting them checks back. Loma's footwork, versatility, most power, and youthful enthusiasm. Although Loma's still in his early 30s, Lopez gonna try to burn through it though. Yeah. I'm with all that. I think he can, if he can step with Lomachenko while he's twisting and turning and using those angles, he can catch his ass off guard. But yeah, man, this fight was supposed to happen. You know, it's a lot of negotiation type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Amanda Serrano is with Lou DiBella. She wanted to get the fight. A lot of fans were saying, a lot of fans were saying she was ducking Amanda because ducking Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor fought her sister in October 2018 and shit. And that's like a natural progression to fight, you know what I'm saying? You got the storyline and shit. But I don't know what happened. But this situation right here is over money because the fight been pushed back. It's supposed to happen the first part of this year. It's supposed to happen in March, pushed it back. Happened in May. Then we got the pandemic popping off. Then it got pushed back to July 4th. Then they put it on August the 15th. And Eddie talking about, man, we don't got that paper, yo, to pay her. She had to take half of her purse. And you gotta understand from a fighter standpoint that when Amanda Serrano had a fight in January on Andrade's card, she never stopped training because she knew that the Katie Taylor fight was right around the corner. And that shit ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have sparring partners. You gotta pay for the gym. You gotta do all this shit you gotta do to make sure you in tip top shape. And so if you ain't getting no purse and you don't got no fight, how you gonna pay for that shit? Because a lot of the fighters' money in their purse is based on, it's already spent basically. So if I'm gonna make 400K, probably like 80, 90 of that shit to the sparring partners and the gym and the nutrition and all that shit. All that shit takes a toll. So she ain't getting nothing. Now you talking about cutting her purse, and she been through a long ass camp anyway. If you follow her on Instagram or Twitter, she in the gym working, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy, man. The zone that just tells you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't got it like that. And what's crazy to me, that fight still can happen. Because Katie Taylor is training in Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? Amanda is training in New York. So I don't know. I don't know, man. That shit is just crazy to me. But hey, they gotta move on. They gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the fighter, I understand the fighter and the manager perspective because you losing all the money and you ain't even getting your paycheck. So it is what it is. That's a fight I love, though. That's the biggest fight in women's boxing besides Carissa and Layla Ali. If Layla Ali decide to come back, then that's the biggest. But for right now, Katie versus Amanda is the biggest fight in women's boxing. So hopefully they work that shit out, and then you know what I'm saying, the fans can win because that's gonna be a bomb ass fight. You know what I'm saying? All right, so another topic I want to touch on, man. Shakur, we seen him come back a couple weeks ago. Look good, look sharp. Moved up to 130. It's talks that he's going to vacate his 126 pound, his featherweight title, the WO title, and stay at 130 for good. So I like to think about what's next for him because I know I like the kid. I want to see what's next and what's realistic. That's why I put realistically because I know we fans, bro. We're gonna say the best name. Burchett, bro, Burchett. Give him this one, give him that one. But that's why I said it realistically. I'm gonna break it down. I think Shakur, if he's gonna stay at 130, he got to go for a championship fight. He's on that level. It don't take a rocket scientist to see that he's on that level. So I asked myself, which champion would be available, and what's going on with these champions right now? You got 3 champions, 4 champions at 130. That's a division that definitely need to be unified. So I'm gonna start with Burchett. So Burchett is about to fight June the 27th. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting a tuna fight in Mexico. He should run through the kid. I think his name Leonardo Baez. He should beat him easy. This guy Baez fought Zhu Shimi in Shimi's first pro debut in 112, 115. That just tells you what you know what I'm saying, what we're gonna see on the 27th. It is what it is. But we all know that Oscar Valdez moved up to 132. So he got a fight coming up. He's gonna fight Jason Velez next month. And those guys will, if both of those guys win, which they should, they're gonna fight each other later on in the year. Burchett and Valdez. So that take those two out the picture. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be realistic about the shit. Because I like these big names too, but if I know it's not gonna happen, I don't even want to speak on it. That shit just gonna make me mad. So got those two out the way. Burchett and Valdez. They ain't gonna be next. Now look at the WO champion. You got Jamel Herring. He's about to fight July 2nd against Jonathan Aquino, a smaller guy. He's like 5'4". Been around the block, 38 years old. I think he's like 31-6, whatever. The reason for choosing him is because he's similar in stature to Carl Frampton. Carl Frampton is the same dimensions, basically. You know what I'm saying? He got a fight scheduled. He supposed to fight for Carl Frampton last week. You know what I'm saying? If everything was straight. So he trying to fight Carl Frampton at the end of the year. So fight this guy similar to Frampton. Fight Frampton at the end of the year. So he's out. He's out of the equation. Now we go to the IBF. Jojo Diaz just won the title in January. He got a rematch clause with Tevin Farmer. You know what I'm saying? And before he had a rematch clause, he had a mandatory that was due. I think his name is Shakov. I don't know his whole name. I can't pronounce it. But the kid can fight southpaw. He nice. We gotta look. I had to look him up a little bit. Let me find his name. Post it in the chat. But Jojo Diaz got to do a rematch clause, and he got the mandatory looming. You know the IBF don't mess around with those mandatories. You understand? So he's out. Then who else we got? The WBA champion. You got Leo Santa Cruz. We all know that Leo supposed to fight Tank. and then he said that he ain't moving up to 35. Tank said, and they said the fight got to be at 130. So let's just say, for argument's sake, the fight gonna be at 130. Tank fight him. We all picking Tank to win. If Tank win, you think Tank stand at 130? Tank is fighting Leo Santa Cruz to get the fan base. They fighting in LA. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's how I break down all this shit. And I be like, man, who's really next for this dude? You know what I'm saying? Who's the best possible realistic opponent? So then I started looking around. You got the WBA regular champion Rene Alvarado with Golden Boy. He just won a title off of Cancio. Now I know boxing fans, we don't fuck with that Reggie belt. That regular, we don't fuck with that. No disrespect to you, Reggie Owens, but that's the nickname for the regular, the Reggie belt. We don't fuck with that because we already know what it means. It's just something for the sanction body to get money off the fighters. It don't really mean too much. You know what I'm saying? Unless a fighter, want to. I don't know. It really don't mean too much for boxing fans. But in this state right here, if you look at the whole landscape, like I just laid out, all these guys is gonna be busy. This is the next best option. That's why I say Rene Alvarado. I heard some people say Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert got a WBA interim title. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Is it realistic? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's realistic. Who else at 130 can't fight? Is he going his next fight at 130? If he's not gonna get a title shot, will he fight one of these champions left over? You know what I'm saying? Um, like a guy like Jason Sosa or who else? Who else was a leftover? Lamont Roach. He fought Herring for the title. Is he gonna fight a guy like that? Like that's why I based all this shit off of. So at this time right here, the regular title don't look crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? The kid, he's with Golden Boy. Golden Boy really don't got too much over there at 130, other than JoJo. JoJo already tied in. So why not Alvarado? I you know what I'm saying? I posted that. Motherfuckers like, oh nah, that dude, that's trash. So who else? That's what I'm saying. So if it's not gonna be that one, if that's not a good option, who else? Realistically. You know what I'm saying? When I put realistically out there, And the motherfuckers gotta go straight to boxing ring. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. And just come up with a random name. We gonna bring up John O'Carroll or somebody like that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this boxing shit. I wish it was that simple to say. Let him just fight the best guy out there at 130. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense to us. But then we start thinking about the politics and man, this guy got a rematch clause. Man, this guy trying to fight Frampton. You know what I'm saying? Well, he can just fight Shakur. Fuck it. Why you gotta fight Frampton? Can Frampton even get in the States? You know what I'm saying? So you already know every fighter, promoter, manager, they got their own plan. And their plans don't be fitting in with the fans, the ones that really matter. That shit they don't be caring about us. If they did, they'd be like, the fans want this. Let's do a poll. Fuck it. The real boxing heads, whoever win the poll, I'm gonna fight them. That's the best way you get off of that shit. But you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. What's up, Black and Brown? What's good, bro? Shakur versus Leo at the 130. Yeah, I like that fight. But like I said, realistically, you see that fight happening? I doubt it. I would love it though. I would love that fight, man. So I say go after Rene Alvarado, bro. And this is my reason by that too. You win the WBA regular, right? Let's say Tank fight Leo. A lot of us got Tank winning. Tank ain't stand there to defend that shit, bro. He ain't stand there to defend it. I doubt if he make 130. You know what I'm saying? So let's say Tank beats Leo, move back up to 130. I mean, move back up to 135. Excuse me, and vacate the belt. So what they normally do, they raise up the regular champion to the super champion. So he's there. Now I know that shit is stupid as hell, but that's boxing, bro. That's what's been going on in boxing for the past 15, 20 years. Look how Triple G became world champion. I bet motherfuckers like, huh? Who? How? How? Who he fight? This dude fought. He fought. I want to say his name is Nunez or some shit. Milton Nunez fought him in Panama. I think Dan Jacobs stopped him in one round in Puerto Rico on Deontay card with Dan Jacobs and Herrera, if my memory right. But he beat him. That he became the WBA interim champion, and then he defended that shit like 3 or 4 times. He supposed to fight Philip Stern. Philip Stern was like, "Nope, deuces, I'm out. I ain't fucking with you." And he went another direction. Then they made him full WBA champion. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit been happening, and people is crediting Triple G for 20 title defenses off the strip of that shit. You feel me? So it's not like it's all the realm of possibility. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making sense on what boxing gives me. You give me a precedent, okay, now I'm gonna use that shit for something else. But that's why I say. But I don't know which route he gonna go. I know he got a good team. I'm talking about Shakur. Cause he got Jay Prince, Antonio Leonard, Josh Dubin. That's the lawyer. Who else? He got SOG, Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? And that's the team. Look, that team is very, very underrated, bro. I started to have more respect for them. I knew what they did for Floyd and whatnot, but when I found out they got Bermain Stavern 600K for step aside money after not fighting for 2 years, I was like, hell yeah, I want to fuck with them. That's who you want to roll with. Because they was about to sue the WBC and everything. They kept Stavern as the mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Had one fight in 2 years. He fought Derrick Ross. He got dropped in like the first or second round. Won like, you know what I'm saying, a trash ass decision. Some people say he lost that fight. He stays in position as the mandatory. When Wilder made the fight with Ortiz before he popped dirty, Bermain Stavern got with that team. Shakur got, and next thing you know, he got 600K, and he got a mandatory against Brazil on the undercard. Shit, you about to fuck with him. Jay Prince and them ain't playing. So this sky's the limit what they're gonna do with Shakur though. You know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit. But that's why I look at though when I'm trying to figure out who you gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Just try to do some little matchmaking and shit. But yeah, man, boxing, man, starting to slowly come back. I know we're not getting the fights like we want. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I ain't mad at it. I'm a little different, so I'm not gonna shit on boxing like that. Because I love watching the fights anyway. And I've been watching fights like this for the longest time. Like if you really think about this shit, yo, the cards we've been watching lately is no difference from the cards we've been watching before. Think about Caleb Plant's undercard in February. Think about that shit now. Who was on that shit? You know what I'm saying? Look at Hellenius undercard. Hellenius and Kornacki. Same type of shit. They had heavyweights fighting guys they knew they was gonna win. Same type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And then these fights right here is some competitive fights. I think next week is gonna pick up a little more. Because Jason Maloney, who he fighting? Jason Maloney, he fighting Baez. I think. That fight, this might be a fun fight. Maloney should win that. But Andrew Maloney, his brother at 115, he's fighting Joshua Franco. Joshua Franco ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? He with Robert Garcia. He ain't no punk. That's a good ass fight. Christopher Diaz versus Jason Sanchez. That's an underrated fight that a lot of people don't check for, but it's like fun fight for TV. That's why I don't be tripping off these cards. I'm like, damn, yo, I remember Caleb Plant card, yo. That shit was trash. Diego Magdaleno beat a guy who he beat Delay, Austin Delay. Come on, that fight is the same type of fight we seen yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Same type of fight. So I don't want to trip too hard though. I want to trip too hard. You know what I'm saying? I think when we take a step back, because I learned this shit just in life, not just boxing, but in life. You take a step back and you look at everything, you're like, hold on, shit been like this. Why I'm tripping? For real. I'm for real, yo. Shit been like this. Yeah. Look at the Wilder Fury 2 undercard. I went to that shit, bro. I was in that one bored as hell. I was excited to see Navarrete though. But you know what I'm saying? Look who he fought. Gio, I don't know his name. I love boxing. I know him, but I don't know. I can't pronounce his name. You know what I'm saying? The Charles Martin shit. That was a decent fight on the card though. Charles Martin and Washington when he stopped Washington in the sixth round, that left hand. But other than that, it was trash. Gotta keep it 100. So we've been getting these fights. Now all of a sudden, when we're in a pandemic, oh man, come on man, man, these fights trash. Been getting these shits. Stammer Shaw, what's good, bro? What's going on with you? Just chopping this shit up real quick. You know what I'm saying? But I think it should. It's gonna get better though because July. I was looking at the schedule and shit. Ivan Baranchet versus Jose Zepeda. Shit, that's a hardcore fan fight right there, and that's a great ass TV fight. Good style matchup. You know what I'm saying? Zepeda is a boxer puncher, counter puncher type of fighter. Baranchet just throw wild punches. Good stamina, strong ass dude. That fight at 140, bro. You know what I'm saying? That division is tightened up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not all bad though, fight fans. It ain't all bad. You just gotta do a little, you know what I'm saying? You might have to watch a couple fights real quick to get in your mind. I don't know if that's what you're into. I ain't pressing nobody to, you know what I'm saying, do that. I'm just saying there's some decent fights. Alea Alvarez coming up against Joe Smith Jr. Yo, come on now. That's a good ass fight too. They got the I think it's a WO eliminator. They're doing like a little tournament or whatnot. Shit. To shit open up for real, what can you do? Jamal James versus Thomas Delorme. You know what I'm saying? Decent fight. That's on PBC. Neri coming back on PBC, I think July the 18th. So shit is coming back slowly, man. I'll just say if anybody out there in pitches, just hang in there, bro. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we think about like boxing, it need to get back to where it need to be. But it's been like this. It's been like this. It wasn't like no crazy. We ain't had no crazy undercard. Shit, I can't remember. The zone has some good undercards sometimes. I don't be mad at it. I like the card they had. AJ and Louise, the first one. The second one, we already knew who was gonna win, but it was decent. It was heavyweight stacked though, so it had the whole theme about it. So I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you look at this shit though. You feel me? My man Vergil T's coming back. What is it? July the 24th? I think so. July 24th. He's fighting Sammy Vargas. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people, asking this whole Ryan Garcia shit. It's like a soap opera. It's stupid as hell. But they left some shit out in that, like he blaming Ryan Garcia why the date got moved back. That's not why the date got moved back, bro. The date didn't get moved back because of Ryan. The date got moved back because one nobody trying to fight Vergil Ortiz in that short amount of time. They wasn't trying to fight Vergil Ortiz July 4th right now. They need a couple weeks to get right. If y'all man go watch this dude on his social media and ES News and shit. This dude is ready, bro. And if I see that as a fighter, not saying I'm scared of nobody. I'm just saying, I'm be like, hold on, bro. You want me to fight him in 2 weeks' notice, and he already in shape? Nah, bro. Let me get my, you know what I'm saying? Give me another month. You feel me? Give me another month, or give me 5 weeks or whatever it is. So I think that shit was like a PR spin. These promoters and shit, fighters, they be spinning shit, bro. They try to throw a pump fake on your ass, an illusion and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some and one mixtape shit on your ass to get you thinking that way, but they really, you know what I'm saying, trying to trick your ass. Nah, bro, I see that shit. Well, I already see it. Cause think about it. If Ryan Garcia was gonna fight, that fight would have been announced, yo. If he was gonna fight July 4th, that shit would have been announced like the end of May at the least. They're not gonna announce no fight for Ryan Garcia, that second biggest star. 2 weeks notice, 3 weeks notice, a week. You know, they're not gonna do that shit, bro. They gonna do that shit. They're trying to pump fake you, and then also come out with that damn tweet and shit, talking about the real star of boxing and shit. Yeah, that's all they doing. They cool. They probably laughing at us and shit. But you know, Ryan's sensitive ass, he goes straight to social media. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's funny shit. But I can't wait for this shit to get back popping because the fights that were scheduled before we went on this pandemic situation is still back on. They just got postponed a little bit. Like White versus Povetkin. I want to see that fight. Shazor versus Usyk. It's still on. It's just pushed back. Want to see that fight. That's the first test for Usyk at heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? All right, talked about Lomachenko and Teofimo. That shit's still popping. Anyway, we can get him over here against Casemiro. Love that shit. You know what I'm saying? He said Vergil is the real deal. Yes, sir. Yeah, Vergil is nice. I like the dude. The dude be on some humble shit and he a low-key killer. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, man, don't listen to Jalik with that damn MJ mindset. Man, don't listen to that shit. don't listen to that, yo. Because if a dude, if I'm rocking with somebody and he tell me straight up, bro, man, I ain't ready for that shit, yo. Give me like a year or two. I'm rocking with him instead of him talking that shit and saying, yeah, I'll fight him now. I'll beat him now. And then you get in the ring with him and he over there looking crazy on some Erickson Lubin shit. And then everybody gonna say, man, he was just too young. He should never get in the ring. Nah, tell me you ain't ready now. Then we get you ready. We get you the fights to get you prepared. And then when it's time to face Spence, Bud, whoever you trying to face, Pacquiao, whoever, then you ready. Don't just say, man, you selling us wolf tickets. You selling the fans wolf tickets, you know what I'm saying? And then we believe in your ass and you get in the ring and your ass stretched out. And then we gotta explain this to our, you know what I'm saying? Hell no. Yeah, man. That dude, That dude be trying. Don't listen to that shit, man. He be trying to change the subject. Some MJ mentality. All right, that shit. I don't believe it right there because this dude Vergil is man. He going the right way about it. I think he needs some more fight. I think he need to go the distance though. Like get somebody in there that's not going to fold. You know what I'm saying? Build your way up, fight the right opponents, and then okay, I'm ready for Spence enough. But I do believe though, if you're number one in a sanctioned body, number two, number whatever it is, then you should be ready. And like I do agree with that part, but that other shit, you can't trust them if you thinking like that. Why not? I heard motherfuckers say that before. You know, in boxing, I heard people say that in boxing before. Um, Andrade talking about he wasn't ready to fight the top guys in one season. He needed to fill in. He said that shit. Canelo, he shows you that he wasn't ready for Triple G. When that fight was ready after he beat Cotto for the lineal title at middleweight. That dude took other fights. Fought this guy, fought Chavez. And he want to do some WWE shit, ring interest with Triple G after he beat Chavez. But he took a whole year and some change, not even trying to talk about that fight with Triple G. But as soon as he beat Chavez, then we on some, you know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Listen to that shit. All the fighters Robert has had, he says Vergil is the hardest worker he's trained. Yo, that's saying a lot, bro. Damn, that's a great compliment. Because he has some motherfuckers in that jail. But yeah, you can tell that dude is about his business though. So I can believe it. Definitely. I can believe it. Now I'm not saying he's the best. I don't think he got more talent than Boots. I ain't saying that, but I like his progression. I like Boots. I like how Boots going. He a little bit his progression a little bit further than Boots. But I like both of them. But if he telling us we not ready, he not ready. Okay, he ain't ready. You can't if a dude ain't ready. He ain't. I'd rather that shit instead of I'd rather that instead of have to do an obituary. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather him say that than we have to dig a grave for this dude. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy, yo. I'm happy, it's boxing coming back with some shit I can talk about, some content, whatever. I like breaking down the fights and stuff like that. Talking about all this shit. Spence and Garcia, that's supposed to be popping off. Oh, Bud Crawford. I seen some joke about Kell Brook. He was like, he want to fight. He want that fight, and after he beat him, they're gonna have to run it back in the UK. Yeah, I'm with all that. I know a lot of people like they don't like the idea of Brook fighting Bud. I do. That's the best barometer you can have because Brook gave Spence a tough ass fight. Spence came through that shit with flying colors though, 100%. But even with how good Ugas is doing, and then Porter and all those guys, Brook fits right in. If Brooks, let's say after Brook lost to Spence, he stayed at welterweight and had a couple of fights. We'll be talking about Brook. And let's say he had those 3 fights that he had at 54 and 147. You know what I'm saying? He had a knockout, dominant, unanimous decision, and then a knockout. We've been talking about man, Bud need to fight Brook. you know how they do. Bud need to fight Brook. Nah, man, he need to fight somebody. All right, bet. What's the difference? There's no difference. It really ain't changed. The perspective really ain't changed in a boxing sense because he has a bigger name. He already beat Porter, which they praising now. They praising him. You know what I'm saying? He gave Spence's toughest fight before Porter, probably including Porter. You feel me? He was chasing the Khan fight, which I feel like was a detriment for his career because Khan never wanted to fight him. He could have been fought him. He could have been fought Kell Brook. Didn't want to fight him. But you chasing him. So that kind of messed up your career. So I disagree when people say Oh man, that don't mean nothing. I mean, Derrick James, he said that'd be Bud's toughest fight. He said Brook better than anybody Bud beat. So you gotta give him the credit. You gotta get he's the trainer of the year. Give him the credit, right? You know what I'm saying? Don't take it back because Bud fight him. And I rock with Bud, so it may come off biased now. It might is that part of the show where I might be biased. But I'm gonna keep it 100 though. If if, like I said, if Brook was still at welterweight doing fighting the competition he was fighting or whatever, nobody would say nothing. They'll be forcing him on Bud because they'll say Spence stopped him already. So I still think that's a good barometer fight. Now Ugas, that's a good fight too. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at that fight. I would like to see that too. They said that fight would be cheaper to make. Ugas is in the United States already, training out in Vegas. Bud training a little bit out there in Omaha. Hey, it is what it is. I think that's a good fight to be made. I ain't mad at that fight. I think Brook, uh, Ugas, Porter, all those guys is on the same level. Honestly, they gonna fight Bud tough. So what's the difference? I don't understand. I don't think Bud versus Brook going to show me anything because dude will kill Seth. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. I can't be too mad at that because it has some truth in that because he was killing himself to make 47 way before he fought Spence. So I'm with it. I'm with it. If he say he didn't make it, then hey, I gotta roll with him. I mean, I haven't seen him not miss weight though. So, but I feel what you're saying though, and that's a key element into this fight. But let's say he do make weight though. You know what I'm saying? He been struggling to make weight for a long time, right? And then when he do make weight, he giving motherfuckers hell. He big as hell on fight night. And this not the IBF. The IBF, it was hurting him too. This is another thing, Seven Shaw, you gotta think about. He was the IBF champion. He couldn't get past 50. He couldn't overnight. He couldn't get past 57. If he fight for the WO, he can go to 70 if he wants to. That's a much bigger incentive than it would be having the IBF title. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with you both ways though. I'm with you. I'm with you. And I think it will play a part because he ain't made it in a long time. I think he came in 150 for one fight. I guess what's the name? Michael Zarafa. But other than that, he been making the 54 limit. But I think with the extra, you don't have to wake up in the morning and go do a weigh in. You got to starve yourself, and you got to sipping on water throughout the day so you can make that 10 pound rehydration clause thing for the IBF. You don't have to do that for the WO. So that's another way to look at it, though. If he can make 54 and he come in that bitch strong cock diesel, it might give Bud some problems though, especially them punches straight up the middle because Bud throws some wide looping shots sometimes. And Kell Brook punches it straight up the middle. He 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. He may have lost a step or two, but that shit still coming straight up the middle. So I'm just saying. But I love it. But with Ugas though, see, and this how I be looking at shit too. Ugas is probably the cheapest fight to make. It's the cheapest fight, but it's not like the biggest fight. Brook is probably it probably costs a little more, but it's a bigger fight, name recognition. Porter, bigger fight. He kind of out because I don't think he overpriced himself, outpriced himself, but I just think this is the financial part of it. So I say it's Brook, and there's another reason. Brook is ranked by WO at 54, not 47. Got you. Uga's not ranked in the WO in 147 at all. Unless that shit change, then I have a different mindset. So follow me on this one. If you're not ranked in the WO, let's say you're not ranked in the WO at 147. If you ranked in the division up or down, they can still put you in the rankings. If y'all working for that fight, if y'all negotiating that fight, they can put you in the rankings. I got proof. Billy Joe Saunders fought the guy from Argentina last year, November. That guy was rated in the WO at middleweight. He was in September. You go check it out. September 2019. That guy, what's his name? Carrasa, some shit like that. He was ranked at middleweight. The fight get made with Billy Joe. He popped in the 168 rankings, so they can do that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can. That's how they do that shit. They maneuver that shit like that. So that's why I say Brook. But if Ugas come in those rankings, the new rankings are supposed to come out because they've been on shutdown since the pandemic. So they ain't put out no new rankings since like March. So let's say let's say they come out with rankings tomorrow or Monday, right? Ugas is in there. Now we talking. Now that gonna click in my mind. Damn, Ugas ain't been rated by the WBO for the longest. He been going out the IBF or WBC. Now he's number one in WBA. He supposed to fight Vespucci for the regular title, right? So now all of a sudden he in the WBO. That fight gonna happen. That's how you break that shit down. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be like, and when I seen the article, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, and then I hear somebody be like, oh, he's fighting Ugas next. This is guaranteed. I've been laughing at that shit because I don't see it. I see Brook. They say Brook can't get into. That's the only thing he can't get into the country. Somebody can work that shit out. If Brook can get into the country, that fight would happen. They was already talking. He came to Vegas. I seen that dude. I took a picture with him in Vegas at the Wilder Fury fight. He was in Vegas trying to get that fight. You know what I'm saying? And then he came to Shakur fight that was canceled in March. So they already said he's the number one. No, that's the guy they want to fight. He's the number one option. So I don't know. Ugas, I said he can't get the fight. I'm not saying that's not a bad fight, but to me, I think he probably like number 3. To be realistic, maybe number 2. I think he probably number 2. But until I see him in the WBO rankings, the new ones, then I'll be like, oh, okay, now it's Ugas. Nah, you can't just That's how I look at it. Cause I don't just say, well, Ugas, yeah, he in America, and we can make that fight. Let's get it popping. Nah, it don't work like that. Put his ass in the rankings like you do everybody else. Maneuver the rankings like y'all do all the time, like how they did with Billy Joe's opponent. Maneuver that shit. Like for example, that's why I like paying attention to the rankings. I remember maybe what was it, October or September, one of those months last year. I would check because the WA rankings come out on the first, like clockwork. The last day of the month is posted, and then on the first in the morning, that should be out clockwork. So I go through the rankings like I always do. I seen Chris Eubank Jr. number 1 in the WBA. I'm like, what the hell? He ain't fought at middleweight. This is at middleweight. He ain't fought at middleweight in like 3-4 years. What the fuck going on? So then I was going down the rankings. Carl number 3. What the hell? Oh, he about to fight Carl, but then this before the fight got made. I was trying to piece this shit together. He fight Carl on Old Boys undercard. Watch, it makes sense because Charlo need opponents. He don't got nobody over there rocking with him like that. He fight junior middleweights and shit, right? His last 2 opponents made their bones at junior middleweight, so they need opponents for him. So it made sense to get Chris Eubank, who was out of the ring for a while. Just fought DeGale, been inactive all last year. He fought DeGale like February. All of a sudden, he popped in the rankings. That shit was crazy to me, but it made sense because you need opponents for Charlo. So that's why I always pay attention to the rankings, bro. That should tell you a lot. I know as boxing fans, we know what should happen, but the rankings tell your ass what's about to happen for real. That should tell you. That should tell you, bro. I'm like, how the hell he get ranked in like like low key Luis Ortiz when this shit's over? He about to fight Robert Helenius, bro. Yes, Robert Helenius. Um, he moved up. Look, they played some mind game trick with your ass. They put Christian Hammer in the rankings, WA rankings, and then they had him in number 6. Then I went back and checked it. They had put Helenius in number 6. Like, what the hell? How the hell they do that? They flip flopping this shit. And then next thing you know, Kanaki versus Helenius. Oh, okay. Then fast forward, Wilder knocked out Ortiz. Next month, Ortiz like number 2 or 3. Like, how the hell? That's what I'm saying. So they already know. And then you gotta see how PBC been rocking with the WBA. How many interim champions they have right now? Motherfuckers fighting for the interim title. Chris Cobra got interim title. Rigo just got the regular. Tank got a regular. Look how Leo just hopped up from featherweight and got the super. You know what I'm saying? Chris Eubank is the interim champion. They got hella interim champions. John Pascal, he got the yo. So I see that shit. I'm like, oh, they fucking with the WBA now. Everybody got a title shot at the WBA. Damn, okay. So then you just piece shit together. That's how I be doing shit, yo. It's simple, really. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. That's why I don't go crazy when people be like, man, who this guy should fight? I go to the rankings. Yo. I'm like, hold on. When people throwing out names, oh, he gonna fight him. He gonna fight him. Now I be like, go look at the rankings. Nah, he gonna fight him, bro. Both of them dudes on PBC, they high in the WBA rankings. He about to fight him, and they come out like that. And then when I put it out, right, they be like, man, no, man, I want to see that trash ass fight. I'm like, I ain't make the rules, bro. I'm just going off what they presented to me, and I'm just going off their precedent. They set the precedent. I just roll with that shit. That's all it is. Yeah, man. So, man, salute to all y'all, man. The building rocking with me, bro. Late night shit. I'm out here on the West Coast, 10:30. I don't know what time it is for y'all, but yeah, man, I appreciate you guys rocking with me, man. It's all love. It's good too. Just talking this boxing. Make sure you guys continue to support me. You know what I'm saying? If you subscribe, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Hit the bell icon. We keep dropping this content about this boxing, previewing these fights, post fights type shit. Do a live every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you guys want to hop on. I'm cool with it. But right now I'm about to close it down. And once again, I appreciate you guys. Y'all stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out.